Hello everybody and welcome back to Quin's Coins. Today I have a competition hunt for you. We have Kevin on the show. Say hi, Kevin.
Hi.
And today we have a box of nickels. So I'm debating whether or not I should put this under the search for silver episodes. I guess it kind of depends on what we find and who finds it. But today we're going to be looking through these nickels. We're going to split the box up 50-50. We're just going to get 25 rolls, and we have a point system that we've devised that we're going to show you, and we're going to see who can find the most cool stuff. So let's get right into that point system. Alright, so as you can see, we have two cameras going today, the one that we're going to show the finds with and the one that comes on front here. This is our point system. Let's start off at the top. The 1950s nickels are worth 1 point, 40s are worth 3. The 39, which is somewhat common, but it's still in the 30s, it's worth 4 points. And a 38, which I have not been able to find yet, those are hard to find, they're worth 5 points each. The Buffalo nickels are worth 10, V nickels are worth 20, and Shield nickels, which I am not sure if anybody's ever found before, but if we do find one, it'll be worth 50 points. So we have war nickels here, worth 8 points. Low mintage coins, which we're going to say are below 20.6 million, those are worth 5 points. And then the key dates, which I'm classifying as below 8.3 million minted, are worth 15 points. Very difficult to find, but very exciting if you do. Now moving on to some of the more odd finds that we may come across. Canadians, which are 99% nickel, I think that's going to be before 1983, are going to be worth 4 points. But if you find a Canadian coin that is newer than 1983, you're actually going to lose a point. So those are bad because they're not worth actually as much as a US nickel. So we're going to say that that's -1 point. Any other foreign coin that you find, whether it be from Kuwait, whether it be from Norway, you know, any random place that you might find, Bahamas, that'll be worth 2 points. If you find 2009, it'll be worth 5 points because those are low mintage. Proof coins are also worth 5 points, and the special mint set coins, which came out in the 60s, late 60s, they just very obviously look very nice. Those are worth 4 points. And as far as I can tell, that's pretty much everything that we could possibly find in the nickel rolls. If we do find something else, then we'll just have to, you know, give it a call, exactly what it's going to be, but I'm pretty sure that covers just about everything. Alright, so we're going to get right into this box and decide our rolls. I'll just grab the first 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 5. First 5. Any enders? No.
These look good though.
That's weird. A dark colored one.
5.
I see something that looks like it might have some age, but I'm guessing it's probably going to be a 1964.
I'm getting a lot of nice looking nickels in here.
And finally the last 5. Yep.
Not too good.
It looks like we have done it right. Alright guys, so as you can see, we're going to have a score sheet here, Kevin versus Ryan, and we're just going to be constantly updating that as we make finds every single roll. And it looks like we are going to get into the first one right here and see what we have. So let's go ahead and turn that off for now, save some battery, and get into this first roll.
Let's do it.
Alright, so nothing poking out.
Oh boy.
Okay, it looks like Kevin's already got a dark edge.
I just opened up my very first roll, and this one already looks good, so let's check it out. Not a war nickel.
Oh man, that's...
So 1963, that's not going to count for anything in this hunt, but the very first nickel, so it's not...
Yeah, that looked good. Alright, let's see what else we have in the rolls. So that's the first roll done. Neither of us really found anything of interest. I did find this here. It's a 2008, and I just think it has some interesting gold toning on it, but it's not going to count for anything. I might set it aside though, just because I like it. And we will move on to the next roll. Alright, second roll, and we're going to get right into it.
I found one.
You found one? Alright, I think we both just made our first find of the day. Go ahead and share yours
first find for me. Nothing too special. 1953, haven't checked the mint. Looks like it's Denver. So
Denver
1953, that's going to count for 1 point. I'm on the board.
Yep, and to check the mintages, I just recently received this 2017 Red Book from Kevin here for Christmas.
Yep.
Thank you so much. And we're going to go ahead and take a look, just because I'm not quite sure on that one. Let's look at 53D. That comes in at about 60 million, so that's not going to count for anything incredible. But here I have a 1958. This could be fairly low mintage, but no, it's a D mint mark, so it's just going to be 1950s, so that'll count for 1 point. Alright, so after the second roll, we each got a point with the 1950s nickel. I got a 58, Kevin got a 53D. Score is 1-1, and we're going to crack into a third roll, so let's do it.
Alright, just finished roll number 3 and I pulled out my second 50. 1956, Philadelphia.
Alright, fourth roll, ripping into it now. You got something now?
1959.
Alright, go ahead and show that one.
Just popped open the fourth roll and out came my third 50. 1959, Denver.
Hey, I got something to beat that. Check this out, just pulled it out. We got a 1949, and oh, that's an S on there. 49S, let's take a look, see what the mintage is. No way.
What?
9.716 million. This is a low mintage coin right here. And what did we say those were worth? 49S. Let's see.
5 or something.
Yep, so this is low mintage, and then it'll be worth 5 points for that. That's a really awesome find right there. I'm really happy with that one. So that's gonna make the score 6-3. Roll number 5, cracking into it now. Oh.
No.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Oh my god. Oh guys, this is a first on the competition hunt.
No.
I was searching on the washcloth for the first time and look at what just popped out right here. And right next to what we call the fake buffaloes, this here is a real buffalo nickel, and I think the date is 1920, looked like a 9. Oh, and I think it has a D mint mark. Look at that. You can barely see it, it's a little bit worn down, but I think that's a 1929D is what I want to say for that one. That is really, really awesome, guys. Let's see if there's anything else in this roll. And a buffalo nickel, how much is that gonna be?
10.
10 points for that. Let's see if we have anything else. 61, not gonna cut it. All right, well that's it for that roll. And I just took a huge lead with that one.
Yeah, really.
Really awesome find, and excited to get into the next roll. All right, cracking into the 6th roll now. Let's get a V nickel, all right? All right, I just got a Canadian nickel. The year is 1985. That's gonna be -1 point. What you got?
Alright, I can't get rid of these 50s, man. Just pulled a 1952 Philadelphia, so that's all I've got to show for so far.
All right, 52 Philadelphia, 64 million, so that's not gonna be low mintage, but it is gonna be worth 1 point.
Fifth 50.
What is it?
1957D.
Okay, so you got that, and I just pulled another, my second 1985 Canadian, so there's
Nice.
some going back points. All right guys, right towards the end of that roll, I got something face up that I think I should probably reveal on camera. If you take a look at this one, this is a 1955, and according to the book, if this is a 55 plane, there's only 8 million of those minted. That would put this in the key date. It's definitely one that I don't have in the collection yet. So let's just turn this over and see if we got the 55. No, we did not. 55 Denver, that would make it 74 million. So it's actually 10 times more likely that you're gonna find one of these than the plane. So still worth 1 point though, and that just makes me even for score 0 on this roll with that Canadian, so we'll keep going. All right guys, this is turning out to be a really good box for me.
For you.
Yeah, I just pulled out a 1950, and again, if this has a Denver mint on the back, then it's the rarest in the entire series. It's a key date. If this has a D, it'll be the first one I ever found. Let's take a look. No D, just a plain 1950. That comes in at 9.7 million, so that would make this just a low mintage coin. And I believe we said that low mintage coins are worth 5 points, so 5 points for that one, and we'll keep looking.
Just as Ryan finished getting that 50, I just hit a 55, and as Ryan said, the plane is very rare on this one, so let's hope I got it. I need it to catch up to Ryan. Let's see. Nope, nah, 1955 Denver.
Yep, and again, it's 10 times more likely that you're gonna find that, so that's just what you get, I guess. All right, that's the end of that roll. This is shaping up to be a really good box so far. Well, at least for one of us. Yeah, and we'll get on to the next roll and see what we can get. All right, just got to the end of the roll, and I think it was probably the second to last coin in this roll here. Pulled out a 1946 and plain mint mark. Actually a pretty common date, but it's still gonna be worth 3 points. Kevin found something that he thinks is a special mint set coin. These were from the 60s and It's believed that this was just beat to hell, worn in circulation. It's possible, and we're gonna give it to him.
I mean, a regular nickel doesn't look like that.
Yeah, it does have quite a bit of luster to it, so special mint set coins are gonna be worth 4 points. So we'll give it to him 4 points on the board and 2 for me. All right, on to the next roll now. Hopefully this one's got some goodies for us.
Just pulled a non-nickel Canadian nickel, so that's gonna put me at a 1 point deficit, as if I needed it.
So I always confuse myself on this. I'm not sure if it's 82 or 83 where the nickels stopped being made of nickel, but one easy way to test it is to use a magnet. I think we have a magnet right here, so if we pull up an 83, we'll just test it with the magnet and see if it is magnetic. If it is, then it is made out of nickel. All right, so that roll produced nothing, absolutely nothing, for either of us. But I have a good feeling about this next one.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking there's probably gonna be 20 buffaloes in here.
At least we do shield.
Yeah, get some shield nickels in there. Guys, leave me a comment down below if you've actually found a shield nickel. I've never heard of it happening before, but I'm sure it's possible. I have heard of people finding Flying Eagle pennies, so let me know about that one. But for us, we're just gonna get into this roll and hope for the best. All right, that's 2 rolls in a row for both of us where we got absolutely nothing out of it. Come on, we gotta have something good in here. All right, we finally broke the streak. 3-roll streak, and not the best find in the world, but it's a 58 Denver Mint, and that's gonna give me 1 point on the board. Put that there with the rest of them. Looks like Kevin.
4th roll in a roll.
Yeah,
4th roll in a row.
4th roll in a roll. Kevin has skunked out. So what's the score at this point?
Alright, score update here. You can see all the crossings out. I'm only up to 9. High point of 10. Ryan's up to 23 after that one find. Alright, finally broke my streak here. After 4 rolls, I just pulled out this 1949. Let's hope it's an S like Ryan's. It is not. 1949
Yeah,
Philadelphia.
49 Philadelphia coming in at 60 million, so right around that region that we've been getting. But that's still a good find. It's worth 2 points, and I got nothing in that roll, so hoping for the next one.
Very same roll at the very end. I pulled out a 56, so there's 2 hits on that roll for me, 56D, not totaling 3 points for that roll.
Alright, I am seeing things. I am seeing good things. Let's see the good things together. So these came out, these were fairly close to each other. Got a 1959 Denver Mint, so that's 1. And this one here, 1946 plain. Okay, we are at 7 rolls to go now, and the score is officially 26-12. So
I'm gonna need a miracle here.
yeah, you're gonna need either a V-nickel or a buffalo at this point.
No, not at this
Well,
point.
a V-nickel would help you to put you in front. A buffalo would give you, you know, a little bit of competitive edge.
Sure.
But other than that, it's not looking good.
First nickel I pulled out of this roll after Ryan's talking there. 1941.
Okay, 41.
Plain. 1941 Philadelphia.
I believe that's fairly common at 203 million,
Yep.
but it is worth 2
2
points
points
on our board, so well done. Nothing spectacular out of that roll. Kevin's finishing his up now. And we'll see if we got any more score changes here.
2009 would be nice.
2009, yeah, definitely want to look for those 2009s. That's why we look through every roll by hand, because they're rare. I think they come in at around 50 million, and the US has not seen a coin that rare since, well, I could tell you right here, probably since 1959. If you get a 59 plain, it was about 27 million there. But yeah, I mean, it's been a long time since the, you know, that's 50 years. So definitely look for those 2009s. 6 rolls to go, and we're gonna crack right into it.
Alright, check this out, guys. When I pulled this out of the roll, I thought it might be a war nickel, and I turned it around here, and I did not see the mint mark above the Monticello, so I knew it wasn't. But it did turn out to be a 1959 plain, so that's gonna count for 1 point. Better than nothing.
Hey, isn't that just what we were talking about? 59 plain, 27 million. I mean, it's not low mintage on our score sheet, but that is a pretty low mintage coin. But yeah, I mean, it's worth 1 point, and let's see if we got anything else.
Oh.
What? Oh, jeez.
Oh,
I see it.
Yes.
Oh, no way.
Yes.
I see it. I see it. Kevin just got something amazing. Pull the roll over here so they can see that.
This is gonna make it a tight game.
All right.
You guys can't see it now. Looks like the other ones, but check this out. Oh yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, that's a worn date as well.
Two, but nah, you can see that. That one's thrown through. 2 Buffalo box so far, guys.
I think it's the same as yours.
Bring it over this way.
1929.
Yeah, that looks like a 29. Check the back, see if there's a mint.
There is. Oh, it's better than yours.
That looks really good.
That's exactly what yours is too. 1929D. That's a really clear.
That's nice.
Denver mint mark there.
I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure mine's a 29D.
That is awesome.
I mean, take a look just to compare here. Yeah, Kevin's is quite a bit sharper. You can see some of the feathers. The mint mark is definitely a lot better. Mine's pretty worn into the rim there. They're gonna count the same, but I do want to say 1929D, there's only 8.37 million of those. It's kind of funny how we made the score sheet. We based it off of the collection starting from 1938 up until 1962. 8.3 million was the particular mintage for a coin that I can't remember the date. I think it was one of the 50s. But saying that this is 8.37 million, I mean, we could count it as 15 points or we could count it as 10 points for the Buffalo, technically, but it doesn't really matter because apparently they cancel each other out in this case. This is ending up to be an interesting competition. I didn't get anything special in that roll. Obviously Kevin did. Anything else?
Nope, just checked it.
Just the Buffalo?
Yep.
Alright,
so that puts me 10 more points. Alright, check it out. After that Buffalo, guys, the score is now 24-26. So this is gonna end up being a lot closer hunt than we thought.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've never found a Buffalo nickel with a mint mark on the back. This is kind of weird.
Yeah, this is crazy. And that 49S.
Yeah, the 49S was a good find as well. And the 50, so really great box so far. We got 5 rolls each to go, hoping for something even older than a 29D. I think I mean, just take a look at this roll. You know, I just picked it out randomly. That looks like an old coin right there. Let's go ahead and open that live and see if that ender is something old that we can throw on the scoreboard. Take a look here. Yeah, it definitely is. So 1947 there. So there's a nice view of the 47 that I just found off the end of the roll. And after going through it, I found a couple more. This is a 40, and it's plain. So the 47 and the 40 are both worth 2 points. They're not very low mintage at all. But here I found a very, very worn down 1951, and it's a Denver mint. Now if we take a look, the 51 Denver is 20.46 million, and we did say that low mintage is anything below 20.6 million, so that's going to count for 5 points. So 5 plus 4 is 9 points on this roll. Unfortunately, I found nothing in that roll, so that brings the score to 24-35. You know, I was hoping this would be a closer game, but looks like there's always pulling ahead again. There's always a chance. So we got 4 rolls to go, and we're gonna see what we can find. So let's get right to it. All right. So out of my roll, towards the end here, I pulled a 1947, and it's an S. So 47S, 24 million, really close to being a low mint coin. But in our books, that's just gonna be worth 2 points. Still really cool to find an S coin. You don't find a whole lot of them around here. Okay, right off the bat, I see a Canadian. It is a 1983, so this is the thing. This is the thing that we talked about. So let's go ahead and put it under the camera. I cannot remember if this is gonna be made of nickel or not, but I do have a magnet here, so let's go ahead and test. No, sir, that is not magnetic, meaning that this is not a nickel Canadian, and it's gonna be worth -1 points. Alright, check this out, guys. Third to last roll, and I just pulled a 1947. See if we get focused. Jeez, there's a lot of 47s in this. Yeah, box. I'm gonna need a few more than that to catch up, but 47 Philadelphia. It's a plain mint. Yep. So 95 million of those, not too rare, but it's worth 2 points. So Not too bad.
At the end of that roll, I pulled out one more, 1957. So 10-year difference between those two coins. 1957 Denver Mint Mark.
Okay, so we're on the last roll now. Kevin has 27 points and I have 38. There's a few ways that Kevin could still pull this off. Let's say I find 2 Canadians, go back 2 points, and Kevin finds a Buffalo nickel. He could definitely win that way. If he finds a V nickel or shield nickel, definitely wins that way. If this roll is full of Canadians, I could probably go back to 0 or negative or something. So we're just gonna go ahead and open these live for you and see what we end up with. So let's go ahead and turn this camera on. Take your places on your market set. Open the roll. All right, let's see what we got. So I need 3, and it looks like I got an edge.
I need 3 more nickels popping out here.
I have an interesting edge here, but it's just gonna looks like it's a corroded coin, some kind of 90s or something.
Oops.
You see anything interesting
right here? Gotta be war nickel.
Yeah, that's true. There are war nickels.
No.
Forgot all about them.
Not even close.
All right, let's see what we have. Are we full of Canadians? It doesn't look like it.
69. It's not looking good.
Boy, that's interesting. This one looks like it got. Look at the edge on that one. Someone beat that one up pretty bad.
What is it?
73, I think, so nothing interesting. Anything at all? That would kind of suck if this ended with just nothing at all.
Probably will.
But yeah, it does tend to happen that way. Alright, anything. Got 87, not gonna cut it. This one looks, okay, yep, got something. So here we have 1940. And it's plain. I believe that is pretty common. Yeah, 176 million. So that's actually one that you find quite a bit. It's worth 2 points today. If we did this just by mintage, it would probably actually make quite a bit more sense. But, you know, I mean, it's an even playing field. There's obviously no skill that goes into this. It's just pick rolls and see what you get. So is that it for you?
I'm done.
All right, so that's the end of the competition, I suppose. 2 more points on the board for me. Brings our scores to a total of 27 to 40. So Kevin had 27 and I had 40. Not as close as last competition.
Not too bad though.
But this was an amazing box, guys. We got a 51D, 50 plain. I think what did I get, a 49S or something like that?
Yeah.
I don't know where that one ended up, but we each got a Buffalo nickel with a mint. This is something that we've never done before.
Either of us.
Yeah, neither one of us have done this before. So 2 Buffaloes in the box. I think they have the same date as far as we can tell. 29D, and that is a pretty rare coin. 29D comes in at just, let's see here, 29D, 8.3 million like we said. I don't know, I mean, this was a good hunt. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and look forward to the next hunt where we're gonna be looking through 2 boxes of pennies. That means we each get a box of pennies. We'll come up with a whole new scoring system, and may the best man win. So thank you very much for coming on today.
See you in about an hour.
Yeah, we'll get right into that hunt. All right, guys. Well, that's gonna pretty much do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like down below if you did. Subscribe if you're new, because I post new videos every single week. We always do fun stuff like this, and I always bring you along with the hunts, and we have a good time. But as always, guys, I'm Quinn, and this is Quin's Coins signing out. I'll see you guys in the next hunt. As always, guys, make sure to leave a like.
Remember, guys, 1 like equals 1 subscriber.
Thank you so much for watching. As always, I'm Quinn. This is Kip. I don't know what the f to say. You're also Quinn.